What's going on, everybody? You're tuned in to Beat the Brain. Today, we're going to be doing some snake drafts for 1 week only on Drafters. So it's going to be just for this Sunday. And then at the end, if anybody wants to challenge me for some real money head to head, 1 week only, I cannot say no. I will not say no. It's pretty much the rules to this. And yeah, I'll be answering your questions, just chilling. Um, Couch live stream. You guys know the deal. Dustin, what's up? What's going on? We have an anonymous Facebook user. What's going on? Fellow couch family member. All right, we'll get some drafts going. Um, you guys asked some questions because I'm just like, oh man, fantasy season is really intense. I'm in a better fantasy mood though the last 2 weeks. So that's good. Things are just not completely turned to mush. So that's good. But man, this season has been just really crazy. Not just all the injuries and stuff, just a lot of work, man. A lot going on. And I know next year I'm definitely not going to be in this many leagues. I'll tell you that right now. I don't know why my brain thought like, oh, I'm in 20 leagues, no problem. I can do that and play DFS and go live and do 7 videos a week. Like, no, and run all the social media accounts. Uh, we got Farrell in the building. Rick, what's up, man? Man, would you rate my roster? Of course. I mean, it's pointless to rate a roster in week 11, but yeah, I mean, I do what I can. Jalen Waddle or Brandon Cooks with huge rain. Is it really huge rain? You guys know how you guys do. You guys know you always exaggerate the weather, right? Like always. Like always. You guys always exaggerate the weather. It says possible light rain. Yeah, it's not really a big issue. Winds are not terrible. So it's gonna rain. Nothing crazy. And then I'm looking at the winds though. The winds are important. 11 miles per hour. And the Dolphins game in New York, mostly cloudy, less wind. Yeah, I'm not really factoring the weather in because I talk about this all the time. Let me just tell you, when has the weather really affected your guys in fantasy other than extreme winds? It really doesn't ever affect it. So, I mean, you guys it's always the same thing every year. Oh my god, it's raining, it's snowing. When has the snow ever been bad for fantasy? The game where Tom Brady broke the record and threw like 4 or 5 touchdowns in a quarter? That game when it was snowing against Tennessee a decade ago? Was it that game? I mean, what game? Extreme winds, my friend, is what you got to worry about when it's over 15 miles an hour. I like both this week. I was leaning toward Waddle anyway, but and that's gonna be tough. I'm gonna go with Brandon Cooks. What do you do with Amari Cooper out? You bench him. I feel like I don't want to feel like I have an attitude, but this is what this is. I mean, this is the right answer. You bench him. That's the right. I mean, that's the answer to the question. Jeff Wilson this week in San Francisco defense. So I think what Neil's trying to say is he's starting Wilson and San Francisco defense. That's a cool little stack right there. Game script stack. Love it. Love both. I'll start both as well. Start one and a flex. Ingram, Carter, DJ Moore, Bateman. I think we play it safe here, and well, definitely let's go with Mark Ingram. And then for flex, that's very tricky. I think we're gonna go with Michael Carter. Just feel like he has a decent floor when all the other guys are really good, but they don't have a good floor. And I really think he'll score more fantasy points. Let's start the two running backs. Let's go for the high floor, safe start, and edge out our opponent. So let's start Mark Ingram and Michael Carter. What's up, Tua? All right, let's get a draft going. People's tuning into the live stream. What's up, man? What's up, Val? I kind of started off by answering that question. We're deep in fantasy season, week 11. We're in the thick of it, right here in the middle of week 11. Man, how many more weeks to go? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 is the championship. Wow, 6 more weeks till championship. Playoffs start in 4 weeks. Wow. Fantasy playoffs in 4 weeks. Crazy. I got to organize that 96 team tournament. Those playoffs are going to be crazy. All right, let's get a draft going. And I'll be able to answer questions while we're doing this. So I feel like this microphone's not where I want it. That's a little, yeah, that's pretty good. I won the whale and $500 last week. I think that was the prize for the whale. Wow. What's your drafter's name? Congrats. I want to see Couch Fam winning all the GPPs. One thing that's cool, to turn this into me, it's all about me, but well, you guys help me with this because you guys know I don't know much about fantasy basketball, but and there's a long way left. What is it? We're not even 1/4 with the season, right? With the basketball season. But I am in first place on the drafters best ball championship. Thanks to you guys. You guys helped me draft every single one of these teams pretty much. I entered a few later on my own, but I am currently in first place, winning a Top Shot NFT and $2,000 currently. So I'm about 105 points ahead of second place. That's a big lead for a best ball tournament out of 1,000 people. So thank you guys so much. I hope I win. If like I said, if I come in first place, I will be doing multiple giveaways. Probably do one on the Discord and then one on a live stream because it was on the live stream where I did it. So thank you guys so much. I hope if I win first place, I want you guys rooting for me. Because we will have 2 giveaways, at least 2 giveaways. But man, that's awesome, dude. You won first place. I had a killer lineup except for DK Metcalf, I think. So I had like Mahomes, like Kelsey, Tyreek Hill. I had all the ballers, like just killer, maybe Jonathan Taylor, whoever was balling out. And then for my flex, I had DK Metcalf who ruined it. So I would have won the whale if instead of DK Metcalf, I had some guy who scored like 23 fantasy points. I would have won the whale. I mean, it would have even been awesome if we just like got Metcalf just did a little bit better. I would have finished like top 5. Yeah, seriously, people act like there's a ton of options at running back. You know, some teams don't even have like running backs. Like, it's probably like only 32-ish running backs you want to start. So it's not like there's a ton of running backs. And every fantasy team has 5 running backs on their squad. So it's not like there's an abundance of good running backs. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. All right, let me type it in the chat. Go to drafters.com and use promo code couch11. Yeah, this Tony, yeah. It's not like Tony Jones comes back and then I'm like, "Oh my god, like let's not start Ingram." That's crazy. All right, let's do the splash. So head on over to Drafters, use promo code Couch11 when you deposit. And then in the lobby, we're going to go to the $1.10 week 11 Sunday splash. This one right here that's highlighted. And let's join up. Yeah, you know, that's terrible. Val says championship for my work league is week 18. Yeah. I mean, on a scale of 1 through 10, how whack that is, it's like a trillion. Dude, it's so horrible. It's weird that a few years ago I had this Bills fan who's a pretty enthusiastic couch fan member just like write this long essay basically pissed at me about why people like me and other big influencers are, you know, messing up fantasy football for telling people to not be in leagues that do week 17, which is week 18 now for the fantasy football. And I mean, it's just like the dumbest. Like, I feel like, why would you die on that hill? Like, just stop it 1 week early. Like, what's the big deal? Like, I don't care if you have 100 points, like 100 arguments, right? Just stop it a week early and shut up. Like, what's the big? Is it that big of a deal? Just end it week 17. You shouldn't be penalized, whatever. You shouldn't be penalized. Let's say penalized. You shouldn't be penalized for picking good players on good teams that are resting their guys. You shouldn't be penalized for that. Like, what in what world should you be penalized? Or, having trashy players who are getting benched so the third string quarterback could play. Like, yeah, that is the week 18 fantasy football is terrible. Except if you're doing something like drafters or something where you know the deal, right? Like it's different, right? Well, you know the risk getting into it because you don't have to, like, hey, I don't want to play drafters week 18. I don't want to play DFS week 18. That's fine. Or I want to play, just a $1 game week 18 and stay away from certain teams. Like, you know what you're getting into. You're not coerced into playing week 18. And that's like I said, it can only be $1. You don't have to play. But when it's the champion, it's literally the most important game on the stupidest week of the season. Yeah, it's so stupid. Like, I can come up, that's what I'm saying. I could come up with a million points not to do it. And this guy who wrote like this long essay, this Bills fan, was like, that game counts. It counts. And I was like, okay, do you want to do playoff games too? I was like, why not preseason? Like, let's do preseason. Well, what's wrong with preseason when they play? Let's just count preseason too. Let's count the playoffs too. Oh, you're the guy on your NFL team didn't make the NFL playoffs. Oh, boo hoo, stop crying. He's like, stop complaining. Styles like, stop crying. Let's just do the playoff. Like, it's dumb. It's obviously like just better quality of life. It's just like working. It's like working overtime. I don't know how to. I don't even know how to put it. Like, to me, it's just like common sense. Don't have your fantasy playoffs week 18. I think it's stupid. Let's answer some questions. I know people's gonna be like, answer my questions. AJ Green or Devontae Freeman. Let's go with Freeman. Um, let's go with I don't know actually. Yeah, I will not say no to any challenger for Beat the Brain. $22, $55, $100 or more. I will not say no. At the end, we will do Beat the Brain. So the answer is yes, but somebody's gotta go up against me though. Someone's gotta do it. All the haters have been quiet recently. I don't know why. I don't know why this has happened, but yeah, there's been no haters, and 4 people who went really out their way to hate on me said they didn't have enough money to play. Yeah. Who would have known? You think I can get Mahomes on the way back? We shall see. That would be sick. Yeah, let's go in order here. Bateman, Gallup, Renfro, Moore, Ayuk. All right, let's bench Renfro. Let's bench Ayuk. Let's bench Renfro. Let's bench Ayuk. So let's start Bateman and DJ Moore. Gallup would be a very close number 3. Yeah, I got that DJ Moore. Time to just win the league, dude. What does that mean? I don't know what we're talking about. Pick 2 standard. Robbie Anderson, Miko, Marcus Johnson, MVS, Brian Edwards. Said pick 2, right? Let's go with Robbie Anderson and Brian Edwards crunch. That's a tough one. A lot of like flyer wide receivers out there. 55. I prefer it later at the end, but we'll see. We'll try to get in because I know if I can't do the $55 with you, there might not be another challenger. So we'll try to get it. Remind me. Dang, no one's picking. So all these guys running back and flex. So this guy needs one flex. Yeah, I can punt running back. So, whoops, Diggs is gone. All right. J. Brown, CD Lamb. Oops, I picked a running back. Oh well. I knew I was running out of time. I didn't know who was left. I was trying to answer questions. I was trying to get CeeDee Lamb's been taken. AJ Brown's been taken. Yeah, I'm not even paying attention to be honest, but it's not that big of a deal. Whatever. I really wanted to go wide receiver, but it's not that big of a deal. I'll queue up Eckler and Swift. So I think it's guaranteed I'll get one of those two. Yeah, it's guaranteed I'll get one of those two. At least. Okay. So I'll queue up those two. Okay. Don't know who I would go for RB3. Probably James Conner. That's a close one. Probably Conner. Look at this long question. What's up, John? So, do we have a wide receiver I want? No. That's a good team, though. This is a pretty good team. I got Mahomes. I think it's the best quarterback this week. Mahomes, Dalvin, Swift, Tyreek Hill, Debo, Keenan Allen, Kelsey, and James Conner. I think that's a killer lineup. Small consolation to missing out on Eckler because I auto drafted. Is that a little bit more upside? It's going to be hard for both Keenan Allen and Eckler to go off. So definitely it's probably going to be one or the other. Obviously Eckler has a much higher floor, but I think that's cool. Didn't pick too many 49ers. Didn't pick too many because I was thinking, Jeff Wilson, Kittle. So I didn't pick too many 49ers. Didn't pick too many Chargers. Went all in on the Mahomes stack. I mean, this is a perfect lineup, in my opinion. And James Conner, he's going to need those touchdowns, but he's a workhorse now. Hey, Brain, I'm thinking about doing this trade. I'm giving up Niners D and Lockett for Amari and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That's a great trade. I mean, you got to know that. I think you get a upgrade at wide receiver, although Amari Cooper's not playing this week. Hopefully he'll return, be healthy, good to go. So you're getting a slight upgrade at wide receiver. And then the Niners D, they only have one more matchup where they're like killer starters. I think that's week 17 against the Texans. And you're getting Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who's not good, but is a good depth running back. Still a valuable piece. Has more value than a low end defense one, essentially, right? So I think that's a good that's a really good trade. Now, you just got to keep in mind though, Clyde Edwards-Helaire at this point is a bench running back, is a flex start, is a bye week fill in at most. Don't overvalue Clyde Edwards-Helaire. But still, you get in an RB4, RB3. If something were to happen, I'd rather have that than a defense. And you're getting rid of Lockett, who's pretty good, but very inconsistent, very scary wide receiver. Oh man, love this comment here. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Love to hear it, man. I love to hear it. That's awesome. That's what I like to hear. I'm 9-1, thanks to you. Bateman, Cooks, or Murray? That's Latavius, right? One flex spot left. Bateman, Cooks, or Murray? There's no other Murray. It's gotta be Latavius. Bateman, Cooks. Let's go with Brandon Cooks here. It's close, but definitely would not start Latavius because it's kind of a three-headed monster for the Ravens backfield if you include Lamar Jackson. Start Tony or Mooney. Oh, Drew's in the building here. We have a flex question. Mooney or Tony? We're going with Kadarius Tony on this one. Currently on a 5-game win streak, hoping to make it 6. Do we have another draft going on? And oh crap, I drafted Josh Allen. No. Well, we'll see. It didn't end. Started out crappy, but it didn't end. I totally forgot I'm doing 2. Hoping to make it to 6. What's your longest winning streak in fantasy that you ever had? Honestly, don't remember off the top of my head. I've had several seasons where I've lost once. Maybe had a No, I never had an undefeated season. I've had several seasons where I had 1 win. We just had that last year, 1 loss, not 1 win. Never 1 win season. 1 loss seasons. And so probably 10-game win streak. Yeah, that's happened and we're talking about serious leagues, money leagues. So, yeah, I knew some. Oh, this one I wanted Diggs. Okay, let me just get Diggs. Okay, I got 40 seconds there. Got 10 seconds here. All right. Let's go. Well, this guy doesn't want to freaking draft Josh Allen, so I'll just take Josh Allen. And yeah, so pretty sure it was at least 10-game win streak. Yeah, I had several of those. One loss seasons. And whenever I had that, always came in first place, except last year, Sully and I, we co-managed a team together and came in second place. Brutal. It sucked, but yeah, what are you gonna do? Nothing you can do about it. So let's just say 10 or 11 game win streak. And I always prefer losing once because I learned a lot of lessons from other people. It's always really good when you could learn a lesson at a cheap cost. You know, you make a mistake, you don't die. You know, you get a small bruise, you break your arm, you get a cast, you're good. As long as you don't die, that's good. It's always good to learn a lesson from someone else or, you know, don't get seriously hurt, you know, don't make it a $10,000 mistake. That's bad. I'd rather learn $100 mistake, a $20 mistake, right? Because the lesson I learned was a lot of people when they go undefeated in a fantasy season, they get complacent and then they get that bye week. And then during that bye week, you see they stop logging in, they're showing off, they're actually posting on social media and commenting everywhere. I got the number one seed, I got the bye week, like it's a flex, right? Like they had a lot of success. Dude, the season's not. Imagine if a real NFL team, like someone at a real NFL team, like did that. Like that would be insane. So it's like you wanna make sure you're more hungry and more pissed off, and you're logging into your fantasy league even more, and you're looking at waivers, even if you don't need to, you're studying all other 5 teams that are in the playoffs, you're studying their roster. Okay, does this team have a defense? You know, what defense will they get? Does this team have a quarterback? What's the quarterback schedule? What are they light on? Are they light on wide receiver? Are they light on running back? Oh my God, this team has no tight end. Should I add this tight end now? I'll probably face them in round two. See what I mean? That's just a million things I just came up with off the top of my head. All right. Just off the top of my head. So don't get complacent if if you got lock up the number one seed or number two seed or something silly like that. So let that be a lesson. And I've seen it. Yeah, man. First seed, they get complacent. They stop logging in. They're flexing. And then boom, first round exit, right? That was the old Tracy McGrady. First round exit. You're done. And it's all ended, and it ended in the worst way possible. It wasn't a Cinderella story where you had a slim chance of winning. You were favored to win the whole thing. So always work harder. So that's my little advice there. Got virtually the same freaking team. I got Waller here, McLaurin there. Let's make it a running back. Let's go with Ingram. We can do a 6 team. How much? What's the buy-in? Yeah, I've also I mean, how long have you played? I've also been playing for 16 years or something now. I don't even know. So I've been playing a long time. I'm in more leagues than you as well, you know. So um the winning streak itself I don't think is cool at all. It's the story that I think is cool. It's the lesson to be learned, how that lesson applies to reaching the goal, pretty much the only goal in fantasy to win first place. That's why I think that's cool. You see what I mean? That's why. One more splash. Let's do one more splash. Do you like Elijah Moore this week? Nah, not really, man. I don't trust the Jets. Very hard to predict. Is Dalton Schultz a play over TJ Hawkinson? Can't take TJ going Easter egg hunting again. Oh man, that's a really good point. That's a really good point. I love Dalton Schultz this week. It's a tough call. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I would start Dalton Schultz over TJ Hawkinson. So I'm giving you the green light to bench Hawkinson and start Dalton Schultz. If I get it wrong, hit me up on Twitter, yell at me, remind me it's you so I won't mute you. I won't pull that mute move like I do to Lions fans and Josh Rosen stands. um yeah, you can yell at me. I think you deserve a good yelling session and where I can't mute you if I'm wrong. I think that should help you out a little bit because tight ends and wide receivers, frankly, it could get frustrating on which ones to start. Right. I think quarterbacks and running backs is a little easier to predict. And I've been getting really good at predicting defenses and kickers too. Really good at defenses this year overall and I've always been pretty good at kickers the last few years. So yeah, it's the tight ends and wide receivers that give us a lot of trouble, a lot of inconsistency at those positions, just naturally how it is. And this week, I think Dalton Schultz is just a super baller. It's so hard to bench Dalton Schultz. I don't even hate TJ Hawkinson, but how do you bench that type of upside with Dalton Schultz? We're talking about a team here, the Cowboys going against the Chiefs D. We're talking about a team that's going to actually score touchdowns compared to the Lions. Now, whenever the Lions score a touchdown, it's a miracle, right? They can't even buy a win. Jared Goff winless without Sean McVay. Just a fact. That's not a pin. It's just a fact, just how it is. Not looking good. Lions winless on the year. Not good. And I know Jared Goff is not playing. Um, Someone else is playing. Tim Boyle. Don't know much about him. Could be worse than Jared Goff. Just imagine that, right? That's not good. Could be worse than Jared Goff. Could be. Ooh, I like this one. Slim Reaper or Gibson? Let's go with Gibson. Miles Gaskin or Scary Terry? Flex PPR league. This is a tough question. As you guys know by now, the strong trend, Miles Gaskin absolutely balling on odd weeks here. So you got Miles Gaskin absolutely balling against the Jets. Also the best matchup possible. 32nd allows the most fantasy points to running backs, the Jets defense, that is. And McLaurin, who's been kind of trending downwards. Look, this is a tough one, dude. But I'm gonna go with Miles Gaskin. Just like I don't want to bench Dalton Schultz in the highest scoring game of the week going against the Chiefs on a really good offense without Amari Cooper. I don't want to bench Miles Gaskin going against the absolute worst defense on an odd week. So we're starting Dalton Schultz, ladies and gentlemen, and we're starting Miles Gaskin. And I guess you can yell at me on Twitter too, at Fantasy Couch, baby. I guess you can yell at me as well. What am I going to do? I got to take it. That is true. I am the kicker whisperer. Fact. No, I know Goff is out, but I'm saying the the guy replacing him could be worse than Goff, and that's not good. I saw that $10. Give already answered this. Look, this is a tough one here. I think you have to go Mark Ingram if you don't have an emergency replacement, even though there's like a 99% chance that um Saquon is gonna play. I think you gotta do that. I think you gotta so I like Saquon more. So I would go with Saquon Barkley. But he plays Monday night. So if you don't have an emergency start, just go with Ingram. It's not that big of a difference as far as fantasy points go. Bucks or Dolphins D. Let's go Dolphins defense. Oh, we're still talking about this. The year I had 6K win streak, I actually won my league by a point. Oh my god, the stat correction actually put me over the top. Now that's disgusting. That is disgusting. If that happened to me, I would throw up. I would throw up if I lost the Super Bowl off a stat correction because stat correction is usually a tenth of a point or 1 point, a rare occasion 1.1. God, my phone is blowing up. What is going on? All right, jeez. I keep picking a lot of the same players, just changing it up just a little bit. I made sure to take Eckler a little bit early, and I think that's fine. I got my guys, and just make sure I change it up enough to at least have a shot. Would you start Claypool or Daryl Williams in flex with Clyde Edwards-Helaire back? I mean, I think you have to start Claypool by default. Right. I mean, the Chiefs don't use the running back that much. Not saying that it sucks. And now you have a complete mess on your hands with Clyde Edwards-Helaire back. So I think you don't really have a choice here in the matter. Slim Reaper or T. Higgins? Let's go T. Higgins. Barkley or Jay. Oh, Jeff Wilson. That looks like Javonte Williams, bro. Just to let you know, they're both Jay Wills. So, hey, you better watch yourself, dude. You better watch out, dude. Just saying, you better watch out. All right, let's not go tight end because we don't have to. And let's go with Michael Gallup. Just to do a little contrarian. It's the same thing here. So you're gonna 100% start Jeff Wilson if you don't have an emergency start. Yeah. So you're pretty much, if you don't have, I'm gonna say if you don't have Devontae Booker, just go ahead and start Jeff Wilson. Yes, I think Kyler Murray and Saquon Barkley both play. I think Kyler has about a 90, 80. It's a 85% chance to play, and Saquon has about a 99% chance to play, 98% chance to play. I'm at a crossroads. I have Hurts. I probably spelled that wrong. And Schultz as my tight ends. Who's Hurts? Who the heck is Hurts? Should I pick up Fryermuth or Goddard? I don't know what you're talking. Who the heck is Hurts? Hayden Hurst? Hmm. Oh, Zach Ertz. You guys are smart, dude. I mean, I don't really have any excuses. Like, I could say I'm trying to draft at the same time. That's pretty tough. But I do several drafts. Like, how many drafts have I done? Billion. I was like Jalen Hurts, Hayden Hurst. I was like, what is this? Hey, today people have been asking like weird freaking questions too. Like, this guy's like, should I start JG? Like, I'm supposed to know that's Jimmy G. Just say Jimmy G. JG. I'm like, dude, not that many people ask about Garoppolo every day. JG. Do I start JG? I'm like, who the heck is that, dude? I'm a Niner fan too. Like, it's not like I don't know what Jimmy G is. All right. I have Ertz and Schultz as my tight ends. Should I pick a I mean, what are you doing? Why is Goddard on freaking waivers? Go get Goddard, dude. Like, go add Goddard. But you can start Schultz. Like, Schultz is a great start this week. Schultz is a great start. I have Schultz ranked slightly ahead of Dallas Goddard. Zach Ertz is nowhere near these guys. Fryermuth is solid, but in a shallow league like that, this is obviously an 8 or 10 team league. It's definitely not a 12 team league. Scary Terry or Brandon Cooks. I think we're gonna go with Scary Terry here for the upside. All right. Brain, would you trade away Zeke for Eckler? Yes, go get Austin Eckler, Devontae Smith, or Collins. Ooh, that's two gross options there, my friend. Ooh, Alex Collins or Devontae Smith. Let's go with Devontae Smith. Oh, I see a Bay Area question. That's kind of funny. All right, I'm tired of this. Let's move up to the whale. All right, let's do the whale. All right, let me drop the link here. Go to Drafters and drafters.com and then go to the lobby and enter the whale. Let's get that going. Uzama, Bateman, or Gibson, tight end premium. So Uzama's not in consideration here. That's not good. So it's between Bateman and Gibson, and we're gonna go with Gibson. We're gonna go with the high floor here. A league source on the status of Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson for Sunday's game in Chicago against the Bears. I'd say it's 50-50. He's sick, not COVID. Oh my God. Is the Bears defense great? If Lamar, no Hollywood? Again, guys, breaking news from Adam Schefter right now. A league source on the status of Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson for Sunday's game in Chicago against the Bears. Quote, I'd say it's 50-50. He's sick, not COVID. Just retweeted it. Wow. Follow me on Twitter at Fantasy Couch for premium retweets. Tight end premium, go with Gibson. Premium retweets, follow me at Fantasy Couch. Off topic, but any advice for some moving to the Bay Area? I mean, I don't really have any advice, dude. I don't go outside long before COVID, long before the pandemic. I am just I'm just live online, dude. Like this is what I do all day. Like sometimes I go outside for 5 minutes just to take out the dogs. Like I got the fastest internet money can buy. Got a decent computer. I got a good camera. It's great. This room's like pitch black, and it still looks decent. And that's it, man. So I don't even live like I mean I live in Northern California, but like, and I'm from the Bay, but it's like I don't know, dude. Um, I don't really have any advice because I live the digital life, my friend. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. Good luck. I wish I could give some better advice to you. Yeah, you can drop Ertz. Yeah, who cares, right? Why would you care about a bye week? You could just add another tight end. Just add Ertz or Fryer Muth or whatever the heck you got to do, right? Why do you even care, right? Who cares? I know why we even care. I don't know how good the backup quarterback for the Ravens is. I was kind of asking you guys. I honestly don't know. I have no idea. And I think I know who the backup quarterback for the Ravens is. I don't know how good he is. I don't think he's that good. Khalil Mack is out. It's not McSorley. I don't think so. I don't think it's McSorley. Is it McSorley? We'll see. Not with all this crappy news coming out. It's Tyler Huntley. Yeah, it's Tyler Huntley. This is who I thought it was. I just didn't want to get the name wrong. So it's Tyler Huntley. Get out of my freaking face, dude. Right there. I'll put it nice and it's right here. Tyler Huntley. I think Lamar's gonna play. I think like I'm pretty sure he's gonna play. Like pretty sure. Like I would bank on him playing. I'm just gonna put it like that. Not saying like, oh, don't worry about any freaking quarterback. You're good to go. No, I don't know. I'm just going saying what I think. My gut is telling me that he's gonna play. Yeah, Robbie Gold, top two, top three kicker this week. Niners D, top five defense this week. You're good. I mean, not really. Ravens are, I mean, they're good, but I guess Ravens are they could be top 3, they could be top 7. They're a very risky defense, so I know in some of my leagues, I would love to have the Ravens D streaming this week. So let's just put it like that. They're a risky defense. They're a good but risky defense. Allen Robinson is doubtful last time I checked. So I checked yesterday, he said he was doubtful. I assume he's still doubtful today. Let's bench Josh Jacobs, fireballer. Couch, Emmanuel Sanders or Mooney this week? Let's go with Mooney. You want to go $55 head to head? Does anybody else want to do beat the brain? I don't think anybody else is going to want to do it. So let's just do it right now. $55 head to head. Let me get these settings right. Let's get this set up because seems like Clutch Cow has to leave. All right, so Sunday, 13 games, Sunday only, but full day Sunday. There's all this. Oh, false alarm. Oops, what the heck's going on? What did I click? I'm gonna get back to doing this. Clutch Cow, you still there? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. All right, create contest. Next. Eat the brain. Week 11. 2 entries. He said right after this one, right? All right, he's here. 5. Winner gets 100. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do 60 seconds. We're getting kind of into high stakes here. We're gonna do 3 quarterbacks, 3 running backs, 4 wide receivers. We're gonna do 3 tight ends. Let's do 2 kickers, 2 defense. Let's do, and then just figure out how many flex. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18. 19, 20. Let's do 20 rounds. Let's make interceptions thrown -1 since it's only a 4-point passing touchdown. All right, so I think that's it. All right, you're good. So that's 3 quarterbacks, 3 running backs, 4 wide receivers, 3 tight ends, 2 defense, 2 kicker, 3 flex. The reason why I always count when I do this, I don't know if I ever said it, it's because I want it to be an even number. So that way each person gets an even amount of, being number one and back to backs and whatnot. It makes it a little bit more fair. If it's odd number, then the person who picked first is going to get an slight advantage at the last round. It's really nothing, but just makes it cleaner, more professional. All right. Let's go next. Oh no, I have to pee. Hey, I'm human too. Like, don't get me wrong, guys. Like, just because I play not only to provide content professionally, I play professionally, but I get amped up. I like to do. I'm gonna go pee really quick. We'll be back in 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Beat the brain. Beat the brain. Beat the brain. All right, let's go. Middleweight bout, baby. Let's go. $55. I'm about to drop the link. Beat the brain. Let's go. Middleweight bout. All right, join that link. Again, $100 league, head to head, 1 week only, Sunday only, 60 seconds per pick. All right, guys, here we go. Challenger has joined. All right, guys, it's going to be 3 quarterback, 3 running back, 4 wide receiver, 3 tight end, 2 defense, 2 kicker, and 3 flex. I'm doing a real money league draft for just 1 day only with the Challenger Cow Rush. Winner gets $100, loser gets nothing. All right. All right, here we go. So what's it? 3 tight ends, 3 quarterbacks. All right. Oh, yeah, that's fresh. Let's go, baby. It's begun. I'm going to move up just a little bit. Let's get serious now. All right, I went with Kelsey, Adams, and Hill punted running back early. Secure those tier 1 players, baby. Let's go. Secured the tier 1 quarterbacks. Tier 1 tight end, tier 1 wide receivers, tier 1 quarterbacks. Systematically, let's go, baby. Systematically doing this. Let's go. All right, I gotta open this up so I can see better. There we go. All right, Nick Chubb, great freaking pick, dude. I was probably gonna pick him here. Oh, did not like him picking Chubb. Browns D. Okay. That's a good pick. I like that pick as well. And that is a game script stack with the Browns D and Chubb. Okay. So I'm going to start taking running backs here. Now, I love Dalvin and Eckler round 8 and 9 versus C-Mac and Najee round 1 and 2. But then him getting Chubb 1 pick before me, that, that makes his team not that bad now. That pick was very clutch. Don't know if he realizes it. Don't know if he just liked Chubb there or he, that was a chess move. Because that was a great pick. Really hoping Chubb would fall. All right, we went Ja'Marr Chase. Very risky for a head-to-head wide receiver. Okay. I like my 2 wide receivers here. Not so bad. Okay, you already took CeeDee Lamb, so I'm gonna go with AJ Brown and Debo. There goes Mark Andrews. Didn't let him fall either. I see. Okay. No worries. You got 2 tight ends. I got 2 tight ends. It's getting very competitive. Very competitive. I'm sure I sniped him a few times, as he has sniped me twice now. There goes Swift. I was eyeing him. James Conner. Mark Ingram. There goes A.J. Dillon. And Mike Gesicki. I will hold off on tight end. Let's go Mixon. And oh, he's done with running backs. Okay. Let's go with Bass. He's done with running backs. He's done with tight ends. So by default, we got to pick defense and kicker. Man, it got really competitive. That Nick Chubb pick. Oh man, I thought I had this in the bag. That was a great pick. Butker's a good kicker. And could go with Justin Tucker or Robbie Gold. Let's go with Tucker. Oh, okay. It's time to look at the weather. The Ravens game, not that bad. And I could swap them out for gold if need be. And for tight end, I think I might go with Dalton Schultz. Yeah, let's go with Dalton. It's Dalton Schultz or Gasecki. Go with Schultz here. Then I'm gonna go with Jeff Wilson, and I can always swap him out just in case Eli Mitchell's good to go. Wow. So this was a crazy draft. All right, guys. I was really zoned in. Oh, definitely Browns D, man. As you can see, my opponent smartly took the Browns D very early there. So let's go over the teams and let me know. All right, this is going to be good right here. There we go. Let me know which team you think is going to win. Remember, this is for Sunday, just 1 week only, just Sunday. Let me know what team you think is going to win. I was man, I was almost I was guaranteed to win if he didn't take Chubb. I felt like I just had that much confidence. And then after that, I was just thinking about every single pick. I mean, I had some really good picks. I liked it, but it just wasn't that nail in the coffin. Like my plan didn't work to perfection. And Mark Andrews, I would have liked him too. Um, just really close, man. So this is my team here. I went with Kelsey, Adams, Hill, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Darren Waller, Dak, Dalvin, Eckler, AJ Brown, Debo, Connor, Mark Ingram, Mixon, Tyler Bass, Titans D going against the Texans, Niners D going against the Jags, Justin Tucker, who I can swap out if need be, Dalton Schultz, and Jeff Wilson, who I can swap out if need be for a guy like Justin Jefferson, for example. Okay, my opponent went RB heavy, robust RB right away with C-Mac and Najee. Then went with Diggs and CD Lamb. Then George Kittle, Nick Chubb, who I think is his best pick, hands down. Keenan Allen, Cleveland Browns D, JT, Chase, Mandrews, D Swift, AJ Dillon, Gasecki, Titans kicker, Bullock, Chiefs kicker, Butker, Lamar Jackson at QB, Panthers D, Joe Burrow, and Justin Herbert. Who do you think's gonna win, my team or the Challengers? So who's saying the brain? Me, brain, or cow rush? Cow. Brain or cow? Drop it in the comments. Your predictions. Who's gonna win? Is the brain gonna win, or is the challenger going to beat the brain this week? Yeah, I mean, upset now that I'm reading it, like he had a bunch of crazy reaches. I think my team's way better. I mean, my strategy was great. It's just like if he messed up, like if he was a terrible drafter, I would have just put the nail in the coffin already. But we're gonna have to wait and see who wins now. I mean, he kept it close enough to where it's good. So let me know, who do you think's gonna win, brain or cow? My team or the challengers team? Let me know. So yeah, Browns D for sure. What's Eshawn say? That was a tough one, man. Now I know why I do these at the end, because that was like game face. I'm ready to go. I'm like done drafting after these. That's why. You don't get the Ingram pick. Cheeseheads. I don't quite get the Mark Ingram pick given his efficiency with Jones also off of IR, but overall good draft. I mean, good matchup. Alvin Kamara is out. I don't really think it's that he's used in the pass game. I mean, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that crazy. I think it's a good pick. I mean, as you can see, he drafted like all the good RBs were gone. So, um, Ezekiel Elliott is there. I just got a feeling that Tony Pollard could be used a lot. So, Ezekiel Elliott could be there. No, this is Sunday only. That's why you can't pick Barkley, you can't pick Fournette, you can't pick Brady or Godwin. This is Sunday only. Right? Isn't it the Bucks Giants Sunday night? Yeah. No problem. Yeah, this is me and Fishing agree on something here. Yeah, dude. Exactly. Tony Jones is gonna take some carries away. Yes. So what? So Tony Jones will get 6 carries. He sucks. I mean, who cares? Like, what do you want me to pick? Like, you want to pick Ezekiel Elliott, and then you think, oh, but Tony Pollard, the other Tony, Tony Pollard's way better than Tony Jones, by the way. Tony Pollard's going to take away a lot more from Zeke. I mean, I punted, obviously, like, I punted RB. Like, you can see that, right? I didn't draft a running back till round 8. I punted, or I drafted 3 quarterbacks, 2 tight ends before I drafted a running. I punted RB, and I don't know. I don't think Mark Ingram for my RB 5 or 6 or whatever is that bad. Oh, you guys can think what you want. It's all good. I mean, my opponent went robust RB, so he's got a lot of the big names that people think is going to do well this week. Oh well, you're biased because you're the challengers, so not a big yeah. I mean, I think I'm not, when I read them, I like my team because like I got the for sure quarterbacks. There's gonna be 10 good quarterbacks this week. I already know that. It's hard to know exactly who that top 10 is gonna be. So I took the for sure thing, the most for sure things at quarterback, and I took the only for sure thing at tight end. At least most weeks on average. That's Kelsey, tier 1 tight end. He's in a tier of his own. Yeah, we're gonna play it out though. I love my squad though. I think the strategy worked great. I went with a bold strategy. I love it. We'll see. I think your team's going to rock his. Yeah, Tony Pollard is it's really good running back. There's not that many running backs in the league where he can just get so many yards off every opportunity, every target, any carry he gets. He could get a lot. Well, one person did want to do a 6 team $1 league, and that's not really stressful to me at all. So, if you're still here, what was his name? I know he's a Patriots fan. Patriots logo. You got the old school Patriots logo. I forget his name, but I think Ryan or something. I can do a here. Let's do a there we go. 6 team right here. This one's open and someone's already in it. So let's go ahead and join that. It'll fill up a little faster here. So let's join that. I'll drop a link too, just in case. You guys can't. I mean, it's easy to find, but just in case, I'll drop the link too. Oops, and there we go. I can get the link right here. 6 team $1.10 buy-in. Join now. There we go. This will probably fill up. It's difficult to explain why I don't hate Zeke being ahead of Tony Pollard. I don't know how to put it in words. I totally get it, but I don't think Zeke is garbage. Also, I do agree with everyone who says that Tony Pollard is dope. He is, man. Like I said, any opportunity he gets, target or carry, you're like, this could go for a lot of yards each time he gets the ball. Could potentially be a huge play. Not too many running backs in the league like that. Jonathan Taylor, Nick Chubb, Saquon, Dalvin, Eckler. Yeah, Eckler's a pretty big play guy. CMC, I guess. Right. I mean, really more so Nick Chubb and JT, I think. And Tony Pollard's in there, right? He touches, he's gonna get you 6 yards. Yeah, I don't know how I can help you, man. See what this is one thing. I'm not telling you to deposit more, but go to deposit, see if the promo code works. I think you can check it. So maybe if it works, I mean, if you got $10, you can get $21 if you deposit 10. But check to see if that promo code works. Go to drafters.com. Promo code couch11. We go. And for you guys that can't, if the link doesn't work, if in the lobby, you should be able to easily find it here. It's the $1.10 one. Pollard and Eckler very similar, actually. Probably Eckler's more shifty in the pass game. And Pollard's probably better like traditional running back. Probably he's bigger. But like really not a huge difference because they both can catch it. They're both fast, so not a huge difference. I think Eckler, just very undersized looking guy, and that's probably why he got slept on in the draft. I think he went undrafted. And so yeah, with Tony Pollard, it fits the bill a little bit more. There we go. We got it going. Kamara. Yeah, I mean Eckler's close to Kamara as well, but Eckler's more faster, just bursts through, while Kamara's more shifty, very very creative, very different, very much more unique. Eckler's kind of unique too, but not like Kamara. But yeah, all three of those guys are somewhat similar. If you just look at like stats, like okay, this guy can catch, he can run routes, then yeah. All right, so what do we got here? We have a 6 team league. I honestly don't know the rules. It's in a league like this, usually top 2 win. Yeah. First place wins $4.20. Second place wins $1.80. All right, here we go. It's traditional PPR scoring, 40 seconds a pick. One quarterback, two running back, three wide receiver, one tight end, two flags. Fishing, go check if that promo code still works. Just out of curiosity. So I don't know if you have to go through the thing, but you got to deposit at least $10. Just see if it works, and then you can not deposit if you don't want to. But if it still works, man, that's a pretty hot promo code. 11 free play, $11 free play. Yeah, it's probably too true. Tony Pollard, yeah, like 10, 15. Kamara is like Hall of Fame, unique, special, incredible. He's insane. Even when see the thing with Kamara is he's played several games where the whole defensive game plan was to shut him down, contain him. Tony Pollard hasn't faced that really ever. Maybe one game last year with no Dak, possibly. You know what I mean? But Kamara has been dozens of games where the defense was solely focusing on shutting down Kamara. The promo code does work. Oh my god, that's got to be tempting, dude. $10 to get, and then you get 21. That's a lot of free play. That's a lot of free play. That's up to you. Saquon or Michael Carter. Go with Saquon Barkley and do your best to have an emergency start, whether that be Galladay or Kadarius or Evan Ingram, or the best one would be Devontae Booker if you can get him. But definitely Saquon Barkley because that is a Monday Night Football game. Fields or Daniel Jones this week? I'm going with Daniel Jones. Now, remember, Pollard did start one game last year when Zeke missed one game. The only game Zeke ever missed in his life. Tony Pollard did start, and I did make an NFT out of that. We did have we went on a 5-game losing streak in Throne last year. That's the league where we pick all as a community, every single pick. And then I commemorated the win with an NFT. As you can see, Pollard is Jeff Wilson, Tony Pollard. Those guys are in on the list right here. So we did have Tony Pollard, and because of that, we ended up winning the league in just that 1 week. What do I have him as TP here at the very bottom? Yeah, that was our lineup last year in the Throne League. So he did. I guess he did have a chance to shine last year, and I remember pretty sure he got over 20 points. He absolutely balled out. He was great. He was great in Zeke's absence, and pretty sure Dalton was the quarterback as well, Andy Dalton, because whenever the other quarterbacks played, the team just like completely shattered. All right, let me make some picks. I'll get to your guys' questions right now for sure. No, what it's this is getting complicated here, but um oh, it's between you can't start both Evans and Saquon? How do you not you're not able to start Evans? Um yeah, dude, I like Saquon that I don't see how you can bench Saquon Barkley. That's a tough one. Yeah, I don't know about benching Saquon. Oh, it's gonna auto pick. Whatever. Josh Allen. Yeah, I guess I like Saquon more than Mike Evans. I don't know. Can't start both of them, man. That sucks. DJ Moore or Bateman. Let's go with DJ Moore. Chubb for Metcalf, Pittman, Jr. and Michael Carter. I guess the side getting all those wide receivers. I think value wise, it's pretty even, but all three of those guys are starters. So hopefully Metcalf can turn it around. Pittman can hopefully keep it up at least a little bit. And you got Michael Carter, who's very formidable. So I guess the side with three players. This is very complicated because it's three good players for one great player. So one team has to drop two players. This is a type of situation where both teams can win. I think it's a very fair trade for both sides. I was offered Melvin for my Alexander Madison. I got Cook, but also got Javante. I'm stuck. What do you think? Just hold on to Madison. We know Dalvin Cook misses multiple games every single year. That's a fact. That's what the theme of this episode has been. Fact. It's a fact. Fact. Burrow or Hurts and AJ Green or Marcus Johnson. Start AJ Green. And we're never benching Jalen Hurts, are we? Are we in this bench Jalen Hurts hype? I don't think that train has started. We're not benching Jalen Hurts. Start Jalen Hurts, man. All right, it's my pick. I got to do something here. Pick 3. I'm going with Saquon, Mixon, and Mark Ingram. And you probably need an emergency start for Saquon. No, I like Saquon more. Basically, if you have an emergency start for Saquon, I'm gonna say to start Saquon for every question you guys ask. Thoughts on Devontae Freeman this week with Latavius Murray back in the mix? Well, Latavius Murray's back in the mix. Tyson Williams has been out of the mix, and Le'Veon Bell is really out on the mix. He's back to Team Jet Ski. So I like Devontae Freeman's the one RB1A. Latavius Murray is the RB1B. And Hollywood's out, and Lamar Jackson's sick, but my gut says that Lamar is definitely going to play. Just the gut feeling I have. Traded Diggs and Odell for Adams. Who won? I'm gonna say Devontae Adams side. Quality over quantity with this one. Waddle or Michael Carter. Oh man, that's a really tough one. Um, that's tough to bench Waddle. Yeah, I don't know if I want to bench Waddle. I think I'm gonna start Waddle, dude. Let's start Waddle. I disagree with the fishing. See this 16 $1 league, easy to answer questions while I'm drafting. Even with an auto pick. I love my team, even with the auto pick. I got the quarterback out the way, so that's good. Well, all you guys got a tight end or what? Yeah, everyone has a tight end. So it looks like I'm picking wide receiver. And flex. We got some cool running backs here. All right, yeah. Do you like Daryl Williams over Beasley? No, I'm benching Daryl Williams if Clyde plays. That's way too messy of a situation. I'm not dealing with it on a team that's centered around Patrick Mahomes making plays. Yeah, I agree with Vision. Yeah, that's actually a way easier way to put it. Start Beasley if Clyde plays. Yeah, if Clyde is out, which he's not, right? I mean, it seems like Clyde's gonna play. I don't really see anything else. Answer. What? I have to start Boyd this week. You may change that emoji to a pray emoji because you're gonna need that. Let's do some more GPPs. Sven, start Mark Ingram, bench Michael Carter, start Michael Gallup, bench Brandon Ayuk. Let's do the whale. M. Burrow or Hurst. I already answered your question, dude. Connor. There's two Connors? Yeah, I already answered your question. You just didn't listen. I said start Hurts. I did a whole thing and then start AJ Green. Don't get pushy. Answer. I don't work for you. I'm my own boss. What did Bagel Boss say? You're not my boss. You're not my father. You're not God. That dude's like 4'11". I think he's 4'11". Bagel Boss. It's funny how these memes pop and then like no one like it's such ancient history after 4 months. The life cycle of a meme. Yeah, but you also said answer. Like, dude, you demanded me to answer. Not even a please answer. You just said answer. Answer. Question. Trade Hollywood and Sutton for Devontae Smith, Bateman, Odell, Jeff Wilson. Yeah, I mean, this is a lackluster trade. I mean, to be honest, it really doesn't matter. I guess I prefer the side with Jeff Wilson. Throw more darts at the board. Keep in mind, if you take these 4 players, you do have to drop 2 players. I'm saying that because it's, like, something I would factor. Because if out of those 2 players, if I'm dropping 1 player that's really good, I wouldn't do it, and so that's the side okay, you're getting the 2 players. I would consider what players are you gonna pick, so now you're gonna have to add 2 players to your team. So what players are on waivers? Like, I mean, Adrian Peterson might be a cool add. Dante Foreman might be a cool add. Um, Pat Fryer Muth might be a cool add. Like that's I would definitely factor that into my decision. What 2 players am I dropping? Or in your case, what 2 players am I adding? I can add Edmonds. I don't know when he's coming back, to be honest. So he could be out till week 16. But if you have an IR spot, then heck yeah, go for it. Hey, you could add the Bears defense. You could add uh yeah, adding a defense might be good. You add a defense, add whoever's playing the Lions. I've even added the Vikings D in 1 or 2 leagues. I'm like, I don't care, man. I'm doing it. Well, you gotta tell me who else you got, man. I see you asked the question 3 times. Who else do you have? I mean, would you rather start Mike Williams or a pile of poop? I'd rather start Mike Williams. Would you rather start Mike Williams or Chris Godwin? I'd rather start Chris Godwin. So the answer changes. And you spamming the question over and over and over again is not going to help. Would you start Browns or Bucks D? Easy, man. Browns D for sure. That's an easy one. Browns D, defense number 1 this week, other than the Patriots, because we know how that turned out. I mean, we know how that turned out now in hindsight, but okay, Browns D top 2 defense this week if you include the Patriots. Let me get your question here in a sec. Dynasty question. Michael Carter for a first round pick. Basically, can I get a better next year first round than Michael Carter? So next year, um, I haven't done a deep dive yet, but I'm gonna say this definitely not if it's not in the top 5. So if it's in the top 5, maybe even top 6, then that's worth considering. And I'm going to apologize. I have not done the deep dive yet for the 2022 class, but I know enough to tell you that I would not do this if it's risk of being a late first. Like, so at least we can narrow it down. If you think it's going to be outside the top 6, I'd be comfortable enough to hit the decline on that trade right now. If it's top 5, maybe even top 6, it just estimate it because you can estimate it right now. It's already week 11. So you at least have an idea if it's an early, mid, or late. If it's top 5 or 6, I would consider it. And, that's as far as I can get, I don't want you 100% tell you to pull the trigger, but that's going to be a huge factor for you to consider. Yeah, it's definitely something I would have to consider. Yeah, I mean, he's also hurt. I mean, that is something. He's also not 100% healthy. He's obviously out already this week. Is Hunt worth holding on to? I'm 8-2. Yes, yes, yes. Niners versus Dolphins D. Go with the Niners D. Gaskin, Ayuk, or Mooney at flex. Go with Gaskin. Yes, you got it right. Keep Gaskin in that starting lineup. My RB soon will be Hendo, Clyde, Hunt, Gaskin, Alex Collins, and Najee Harris or Damian. Oh, Damian Harris. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, Hunt is better than Alex Collins. Hunt is sometimes better than Damian Harris. Hunt is better than Clyde Edwards-Helaire right now, I would say, because that situation's about to get messy. I'm just gonna flat out say it. Gerald Williams is better than Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a bust. He sucks. And he used to be one of my favorite guys. Like I really liked him. I pushed him, and I apologize for that. I got that one wrong, guys. But that's the truth with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. It is not that valuable. You definitely want to try to hold on to Kareem Hunt. And if you're thinking about Kareem Hunt, not holding on to Kareem Hunt, then you definitely want to make a trade. Why not trade Clyde to the Darrell Williams owner? See Phil Bite. That's a great trade. I think you can trade a lot of these players. I really do. I'm gonna eat dinner in a little bit. Let me answer any questions you guys have. Let's answer them. I'll probably do some more contests offline, but I'm gonna end it soon. Eat dinner. We did the beat the brain. I love that. We brought it back, even for just $100 league. That's real. That's a middleweight bout. That's a middleweight bout. That's right. Kareem Hunt might be back week 12 ish. I'm 8-2, so I could wait, and this may work out great. Now I'm getting all confused here. Oh, no, no, you can do it. Yeah, go get it's fine. You can go make the trade. Go add Chase Edmonds, put him on IR. Go add a defense like the Bears D, um, maybe even Vikings D. Anyone playing the Lions, anyone playing the Jags, anyone playing the Texans, go add them. Um, Yeah, no, it's fine. I like both sides of the trade. So that to me is going to be one of the biggest factors. If you're on the other side, which two players am I going to drop? If you're on the side you are, which two players am I going to add? It's a very important factor, I think, because adding a defense like even the Bears D for next week, adding the Bears D who play the Lions next week could very well help you win, could very well help you make playoffs, could very well help you get a bye week, could very well help you win a championship. And these defenses I've been streaming, it's one of the reasons I'm still in it in several leagues. I'm still in contention. Mooney or Galladay. Oh man, this Giants thing is such a mess, and that might be the reason why I say Galladay. It's such a mess right now. And that's why I'm gonna go ahead and say, just to go with Mooney. No problem, Kyle. You like Bears D even without Mac? No, I don't like Bears D. I like defenses that face the Lions. I like the Bears D for week 12, and then I'm gonna throw them away. I'm gonna recycle them. I'm gonna throw them away in the trash bin. I don't know. Maybe they land in the recycle bin. Maybe they land in the regular trash bin, but I'm only using it once and throwing it away. That's the Bears D. Do you like the Dolphins D this week or the Browns D? Browns D is my number one defense, other than the Patriots. Browns D, number one defense this week. All right, guys, I'm gonna take off. Good luck this week. Let's go get that W, baby. Follow me on social medias at Fantasy Couch. Peace.